Hi everyone, so we are in
Manchester.
Yeah, so we have just we've just come up on the train because tomorrow
We are going on BBC One.
BBC One, we are talking about
Reverse Advent Calendar.
9 o'clock on a Friday night. We were not expecting this to happen today.
I just came out of school and then randomly BBC One, here we come.
So literally at lunchtime we had a phone call from one of the researchers at the BBC asking if me and Erin would like to come to Manchester to talk about a campaign that is happening with bloggers. So a group of bloggers are doing a sort of reverse advent calendar, and it's using the hashtag Food Bank Advent on social media. And Jen in the Madhouse, Mum in the Madhouse, a few years ago did a reverse advent calendar, and then last year it was picked up and a couple of brands, Co-op, got involved and asked bloggers to donate over the course of Advent. And then this year it's gained momentum and the UK money bloggers have also got involved, which is what I wrote my post to support. And yeah, here we are. Last year we collected our hamper, and where did we take ours? Can you remember?
No.
You don't know what it's called?
Haven?
Yeah, the Haven Family Centre, which is a local charity to us in Gloucester. And we helped Christmas, I think that light's probably blinding in the back. We helped a family out with teenage children. And this year we're actually helping another family. With
this mother, we're giving the presents to the mother for Christmas. So it's not really going to come from us, it's really going to come from the mother.
Yeah.
For the children.
Exactly. So the children don't need to know it's from us, because that's not what's important, is it?
It's from the mother.
It's from their mummy. So we are helping their mummy give them Christmas, aren't we, by providing some of the bits. So we're talking about our Advent box. We brought it with us. There it is, the background on our bench.
In the back.
Yeah. And the idea is a simple one. Every day
we're going to get like some toiletries and food and toys into the hamper.
Yeah.
And to give to the family that needs it,
yeah.
Yeah.
So tomorrow, catch us. We are going to vlog ourselves over there, and then we will be heading home and we'll put this all online. But for now, we've got 2 beds. What time have we got to be up?
We've got to be up at like 6 AM.
Because we've got to be over there at half 6. And Erin's a little bit gutted because it means we miss out on the hotel breakfast, because she quite likes a hotel breakfast. But we're not going to be having one.
But there is going to be lots of yummy food in the studio.
we hope. Keep us going. Okay, so we will see you. We're going to go to bed now and carry this vlog on tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.
Morning. Erin's not speaking. Morning.
Morning.
So we've just arrived at BBC and we're currently in one of the little guest rooms, and we're going to go and have our makeup done in a minute, ready to go on TV shortly. So we're pretty impressed with this room, aren't we? Erin's been like looking at all the pictures going, oh, that's Strictly Come Dancing, oh, that's so and so. So it's pretty cool, isn't it? How are you feeling?
A bit nervous.
A bit nervous, so you've got to get rid of that. I want you to answer your questions. Okay, we'll see you after we've had makeup. Bye.
You know, normally I'd be quite grumpy because what is it, the 4th of November, yeah, and usually we try not to talk about the C word, Christmas, obviously, on breakfast too early, but this year we are going to break the rules about that, and I'm not too upset about it this time because it's for good reason.
It's a good idea. We want to tell you about an idea which is called having a reverse advent calendar. The thinking behind it is that instead of opening up the doors on your advent calendar and getting a treat or seeing a little picture every day in December, you put something in a box, you give something instead.
Yeah, Emma Bradley is championing the idea along with her daughter Erin, who joins us on the sofa. Good morning.
Morning.
And Jo Curry is from the charity Changing Lives. Good morning, Jo.
Hello.
So how does this all work, Emma, in terms of, so you give, but obviously not into an advent calendar, that would be odd. How do you start about this?
So we've started our hamper off, and we're doing it this month, so it's got plenty of time to get to the charities. So we're even doing it a month early. The advert's obviously December. We're doing it in November. But every day we're finding something and popping it into our hamper, and then we're going to give it to one of our local charities, and it's going to provide Christmas and put a smile on somebody's face.
Okay,
So you have a look at the kind of stuff that you put
Yeah.
in. So there's like a hairbrush, and it's obviously brand new, isn't it? It's got the label on.
Erin, what things do you think are good to put in? Because it's for people like you, children like you, who are going to be receiving these gifts. What do you think should go in the box?
Toiletries, toys and food.
And that's the thing, isn't it, Joe? It's got to be practical, and then but also in terms of thinking about who's receiving these presents as well.
That's exactly right. The people in our hostels, sometimes it's families that are fleeing domestic abuse and they don't have time to pack and take all the toys with them. So we're asking people to just put an extra stocking filler in. So that's why we've got things like sticker books. There's a telescope in there.
Yeah, I was wondering about the telescope. that could be a toy. It could have a pack.
But there's also we're also thinking about the adults. That's why there are female hygiene products. There's deodorants, toothbrushes, toothpaste, all the kind of things that we take for granted. They're necessities, really, aren't they? But we're making sure that they're in there as well.
Naga was saying that we try not to talk about Christmas too early, and everybody groans, but you say you're doing this in November, and I suppose it does in the build up to Christmas give you a sense of giving, not just receiving. It changes the culture of Christmas in the household.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I brought our children up to think about others. You know, they go to faith school, and we're very much about giving, and this is our way of remembering what the real meaning behind Christmas is, and giving as well as receiving, and it just helps the children to focus on those in our local community.
In practical terms, how does this work, Joe? So Emma and Erin will put a box together like this, and then they take it to a charity.
That's right. In our case, we operate across the North and the Midlands, and they can be dropped off at any of our projects or our central office on Team Valley and Gateshead. But if you're not in those areas, I don't doubt that other charities would really, really welcome this sort of initiative.
And the idea is that then families can give presents. So their own kids, it's something that would easily fall by the wayside if they're struggling financially. You put the wrapping paper in beside. That's quite.
I do. I think it's really important. I mean, it's good for the charities if we don't wrap the gifts, because obviously the charities will need to vet what's being received and make sure it's age appropriate and so on for a family. I've actually spoken to a local charity, so I know of the family. I know the demographics of the family that we're supporting this year. But I put the wrapping paper in and a pair of scissors and some sellotape so that mum can wrap up those presents. Or dad, and give them to their children. You know, they're not from us. We're just enabling a mum or a dad to be able to give to their children this Christmas, and it's about their family, not ours.
You've said a couple of times about in our community, about local charities. How important is it for you that this is something that's happening among people in where you live, on the doorstep?
For me, that's important because I think it helps the children have a bit more empathy and understanding that it could be other children that live not far away from us. You know, poverty isn't exclusive, and no matter where you live, there's always somebody in need. And I tell the children it could be something that's just happening for a short time. You know, we never know what's around the corner and how easy it can be. So I think for me, it's important to help our local community.
Erin, have you spoken to your friends about this?
No.
No, because perhaps they might think this is a good idea. Do you? Yeah.
Do you enjoy doing it? Is
Yeah.
it a nice thing to do? Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you like about it?
Because it makes people happy.
That's what life's about, really, isn't it? If we can just help everyone smile a bit broader, it'd be lovely. Emma, Erin, thank you very much for coming. Good luck with the box that you're putting together. Thanks for telling us about it. Joe, good luck as well with all the charity work you're doing for those who need it.
That was a good excuse for tinsel, wasn't it?
It's a great excuse.
It
was a great.
Should I give you that back, and then you can give it to the charity and make sure it goes to the right people.
Thank you very much
indeed.
Thanks, Erin.
Wow, so we are just back in our hotel room. We did our first bit on BBC Breakfast at 7:20. It was really rushed, wasn't it? Erin's very happy because they did a hair, they curled it, and she got to wear some lip gloss. And it was really good. What did you think being on TV?
It was really cool actually.
Yeah.
And we know we said yesterday I was gutted about not having breakfast, but we had it.
Yeah. So
We had time to have it.
they've asked us to go back on excuse me,
At 9:40.
at 9:40, so we've had an hour and a half. So we with Jo, who we've met, who's from Changing Lives charity.
And she was on TV with us.
She was on TV with us, so we've just had breakfast with her, and we've just come up to the room to charge up the iPads and all the rest of it, and then we're going back over to do
our second.
one. And this time we've really got to try and get the UK Money Bloggers mentioned, and the hashtag,
Yes.
which is hashtag food advent. No, start again. Hashtag food bank advent. So if you know you want to join us by giving this Christmas to a family in need, you know, do let us know on social media as well if you're following the campaign, and let's, you know, really try to get so many people involved. We would love to know that we're making a real difference along with the UK Money Bloggers, and all the parent bloggers that also get involved. You know, as we said, this is not a new thing, it's just this year it's gaining momentum and people are talking about it, which is amazing. We just want people all over the place to be able to have a lovely Christmas, don't we?
Yes.
So get a box, fill it up.
With food, toiletries, and toys, but don't do like unhealthy stuff like alcohol.
Yeah, no alcohol is allowed.
Do like good food, like give healthy food and then some treats.
Treats like chocolates, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so we're just gonna charge up and freshen up and then go back over. So we'll see you in a bit.
Bye.
Hi, so we're now on the train on the way home. We went back on and did a little talk again. It's very good. Here we won't look at space. And it was really good, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And
We had a photo with them.
say again?
We had a photo with them.
We had photos with them, so you've got that to show later. And we met Katie Melua, who was doing the Children in Need Fields of Gold song, which she told me was Terry Wogan's favourite song, or one of them, so that's why they picked it this year.
Yes, if you don't know who she is a singer.
She's a famous singer, and everyone was sitting by her, chatting away, and didn't have a clue who she was talking to, which made me laugh, because I knew exactly who it was, and in the end I had to put it on my phone in notes and show Erin, and then she was going to read it out loud, and I was like, no, shh, and she read it, and like her face, she was like, ah.
I wasn't going to read it out loud.
You did, you started, you went, that, oh.
No, I didn't.
So we're now, oh, and something really funny happened at the train station. What happened, Erin?
So we saw a man and he walked down the escalator by us, and he was by us saying, I saw you on TV this morning, and saying to be like, you little superstar, and yeah.
Yeah, and it's a really good campaign, and we've had loads of messages of people saying they're going to join in by doing reverse hamper. Oh, train man, what's our ticket? It's got to go. Bye.
Bye.
To Reading.